made your own path through these hills.
Have I?
Tasted the fresh water of our lakes, our rivers.
Hello, world, I'm Dr. Shado, the Universal Best, and welcome back to Call of the Wild, the Angler. And it's been a bit of time since the last time I fired up the old fishing game, and I still haven't created an Apex account, so skip. I need to do that if we ever want to play multiplayer, but yeah, I still haven't. I still have not. But that's because, like, the last couple of times we played, I think I was still trying to catch the same freaking catfish. But what are we doing now? What are we doing? What is our current quest? Get Wally. Catch the sunfish. Catch the muskie. Trout. Okay, we got a lot of things we gotta catch. Where the heck am I right now? Where the heck am I right now? That would help me in figuring out what I'm trying to do. I have no idea where I am. Okay, I am there. What the heck am I trying to get here? Rainbow trout, golden trout, ower trout, cutthroat trout, mountain whitefish. We got a lot of trout in this pond. I don't think I'm tracking a single... Yeah, I don't have anything tracked except maybe that, but that's Wally. Sunfish, muskie. Bronze rank rainbow trout at marked location. Which is where? Hopefully where I'm at. No, it's over there. Okay. Alright. I guess we could just make it... Hello, Bass Andymon. Hello. I guess we're going over there to do some... trouting. Hello, Night of Sarcasm. Okay, let's gotta... hop on over there, hop in the car, drive down the way. We can get this going. Alright, so to the north. Alright, there's a little bit of... Oh god, that's a tree in the road. That tree was growing like right in the road, in the middle of the road. There's a road there, and there's a tree coming out of it. How is that possible? People don't drive down these roads that often. Okay. Whoa! Little Duke's a hazard! Oh, jeez. Okay. We're fine. Is there beer tonight? Oh, of course. Though I wasn't able to get what I was trying to. I went to the store today for a little bit of... collect a few necessities. And while I was there, I was like, okay, grab some beer. We can figure it out along the way. And I'm like, yeah, fishing. I can do that now that I have beer. But... and just keep going until I reach the bridge and then just drive down the river. But when I got to the store and I was looking, I'm like, alright, where's your Yangling lager? And it was like, we don't have no Yangling lager. I'm like, you shitting me? And they're like, nope, sir, we're not shitting nobody. Ain't no Yangling lager over here. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. How about the Modelo Negra? That's nice. It's like the Mexican Guinness. It's fantastic. It's been a while. I'll have some Modelo Negra. And they're like, yeah, well, sir, well, we ain't got no Modelo Negra either. And I'm like, what the hell do you have? And they're like, Bud Light. And I'm like, fuck off. And digging. Eventually found Yangling Golden Pilsner. I'm not too big of a Pilsner guy myself, but this was literally the last case of Yangling of any kind that they had in the store. So, We got some Yangling Pilsner tonight. I don't like that. I didn't sleep well last night because there was a frickin'... I don't know if it was a mosquito or a fly. Because it sounded like a fly. But why the fuck would a fly be buzzing around my head while I'm trying to sleep? That's the question I have. Coors Lights? I don't usually go for light. Coors, it's fine. I have... Coors still makes it in the stubby, right? Because that's kind of nice.
We're here to
God
fish,
damn it!
not be fish.
I need to cross the river. Okay, fuck. Like, I was going to... I can't go from that side. God damn it. God damn it. I'm just trying to fish, you son of an ass. Okay. Fast travel back to the car. Get out again. And we'll cross the dang river and then walk down the other side. Eleanor, near ice? Oh. As, okay. Does remind me of when Poulter stopped by the stream to tell me she loves me. And I was like, thank you. And she's like, what the fuck? Sending me the Vine, the TikTok, whatever you want to call it now. The one clip from the show where the lady's there like, I love you. And he's like, get out! That's awesome! Goes in for the high five. Woo! Which reminds me, Poulter's back on tonight as well. She's doing some Elden Ring, going working her way towards Moog on New Game Plus. And she's got her new full tracking model going on, so that's cool. That is awesome. Very happy about that. Want to show my support, of course, but I also want to stream. So it's just like we're competitively streaming, even though we're not supposed to be. Are you... So I couldn't get through there because of that bullshit. But I have to be down there. Come on, game. Come on. I just want to catch a frickin' trout here. What the hell? Did I just die? What the fuck? I died? What the hell happened there? What are you doing to me, game? Come on. Oh, no. So, you see, my problem is if I go this way, this cliff here, I can't get down any further. Like, I'm stuck. It's just water. I'm going to go... But if I go this way, then this is a cliff. And I'm supposed to be down here where it meets it. But what do you want from me, game? Okay, I'm going to try. Another strategy. I'm going to go up this big frickin' mountain so that I can get past the cliff. And then I'm going to slide my ass down the steep hill, hopefully not die. And that will reach the point that they want me to get to fish for this damn trout. Oh. I haven't even gotten to crack open the beer yet. I'm just sitting here trying to reach my fishing hole. Eh. If I could just get up this dang way. Yes, thank you, phone. Phone's probably telling me I'm live. It likes to do that after a few minutes. Hello, Maxime. Hello, hello. I'm just trying to reach that spot right down there in the middle of the screen. That there. I gotta get past this cliff. And... okay. I want to be able to get down there without dying. So I need to find a slightly less cliffy place to descend. Think this works? Slightly less cliffy. You know, usually when it comes to going fishing, I don't assume that it involves literal mountain climbing in order to accomplish this. Who, weirdly enough, climb a mountain to fish. Yeah, I did. Why did I had a feeling like there was a mountain lion up here after that. Hello, folks, you go. I just had to move Tara's ear out of the way. I couldn't read my chat. Okay, here we go. Finally! Made it! Now to find out what the hell rod I need. Rainbow trout. This shouldn't be that big of a problem. This shouldn't be hard. This shouldn't be an issue. Getting here was a pain in the fucking ass. But, now that we're here... this should be okay. Okay. Spinner, pearl barley, dough. Okay, dayfish, last stand, jumper, easily startled. 2.3 kilograms for the bronze rank, my best. Alright. Max 5 on that, so let's put a 5 on there. Get the barley. And hope for the best. Knowing me, I'm probably safer climbing a mountain than driving a car. God damn this. Anyway, time to get fishing proper. Oh, we already got a nibble. Just hoping for the best. Hey, crank it up to 100%. This thing ain't fighting at all. We got this. Whatever it is, we got it. Jumping might be a trout. Bronze rank rainbow trout. Yeah! Silver Strand's got another mission. That's great, but before I do that, what other missions you... Tiger Muskie at the marked location. What the Tiger Muskie? Right there. Shallow Lake, Deep Lake, River, Jerkbait, Swimbait, Spinnerbait. Fantastic. I love those. And what's the location? Jeez, okay, well, at least it's... Okay, that's not going to be as hard to get to. It's just a fast travel away. Saw me doing a barrel roll too many times to trust my driving skill? Ah. The fact that I land the barrel roll is the testament to how good of a driver I am. Now, I may land it upside down or right side up, but, you know... silver rank tiger muskie, oh yeah. He's a jerk, 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 jerk bait, spinner, 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 spinner bait. Let's get the rods going. Spinner, constant, okay. Hook size 10, ugh. That's a terribly tiny hook. I could catch a big fish that way. But I'm more likely to catch a tiny little piece of nothing. Oh yeah, White Wolf Gaming. I caught one fish so far, and it was for the specific thing I was trying for. So, never understand fish being attracted to land-based food sources. Like, when is a fish ever going to naturally come to contact with corn? And again, got hits off McDonald's nuggets. Well, I mean, corn isn't necessarily even the most natural thing anyway in the first place. Corn as we know it is after many, many, many generations of selective breeding. Natural corn is more like grass. I would say more like wheat, but, you know, that's also a lot of selective breeding there. So they're both grasses. It's just grass. So grass seeds. You know those little tiny things? That's pretty much what it is. Pretty sure don't do barrel roll in real life, Maxine? Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Yeah, Pilsner is exactly what I was thinking. Well, not exactly. I was concerned that it was going to be a completely flavorless, like, water kind of beer. But no, this is... Yingling Pilsner has a nice body to it. It's alright. It's a bit hoppy. Just a bit, though, not like an IPA. Okay, is anything gonna give a damn about this frickin' bait I got here? Or they're like, nah, screw you. Screw you. I ain't biting shit. Water tastes good? I don't know, man. I've had Dr. Pepper. Though I have not had the Dr. Pepper shots, like the specific combination of liquors that supposedly taste like Dr. Pepper. Which I think isn't too difficult to explain, considering Dr. Pepper is just a hodgepodge of 23 flavors. Like, done without any actual, like, planning. Like, let's figure out the best taste we can have here. They were like, nah, these motherfuckers who come in here to the soda shops can never figure out which soda they frickin' want. So let's just take every single flavor we have and combine it. Boom. Here. What should we call it? I'm gonna call it Dr. Pepper. Why the hell would you call it Dr. Pepper? Because I know this chick and she's hot and I want to impress her dad, and her dad's name's Dr. Pepper. So I'll name the soda after him. I can get laid. And that's the history. That's the history of Dr. Pepper, as told by Decker Shado. Now, if we could get a fish, that'd be... Ah, hello. Hello, hello. Ooh, broke my neck. I'm thinking maybe, slight chance I should go and get another spinner. Something, I mean, if the muskie's attracted to the spinner, then it should bite it anyway. It'll be like, a small hook can catch a big fish. It just won't weed out all the smaller fish. I'm trying to get a silver rank muskie, so I need a relatively sizable one. So a size 10 hook is not a good idea. But I ain't getting shit. So I'm thinking, like, if I get a bigger hook on a spinnerbait, I'm not gonna catch any more than I'm catching now. I tell people want to reduce how much you drink soda, they always tell you to drink sparkling water. Oh god, sparkling water. It's seltzer. It's got a weird, I don't know, tin taste to it? Is that the right way to describe it? Let's see. Jerk, spin, swim, spin, jerk, swim, spin. Okay. Let's change up our rod. Let's let our rod do the talking. Crank, 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 jerk. Hook size 3. That might be a little too... Well, give it a shot. Oh, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. Hello, Eddie Herda. Hello, hello. There we go. Got something. Something, a little size to it. It's giving a bit of a fight here. A little bit of a fight. Come on. And what do you know? We might actually get some experience on this rod. Finally got to drive a manual for the first time today, since you had to drive your friend's truck to help him move. The truck had the payload capacity to move his stuff. You're driving a car you've had since 2018 or so. How is driving a manual? Whoa, that's a big one. That's a big one. Oh yeah, this is a hook size 3 on this puppy. Come on. What are you, a gold? No, that's just a silver. That's what we were going for. We got a little experience on the rod. Nice. And a lot of experience on the bait. Even better. Ocean fishing game. Yeah. The only ocean fishing game I can think of is Sega Marine Fishing, but I was in arcades and on Dreamcast, I believe, but I don't think it ever got any kind of port. I can't find it anywhere. Boom. Mission complete! Okay. Photo. Silver rank lake trout at marked location. Okay, where is the marked location? That lake. Well, there gotta be a... You telling me I can't just fast travel to that? You bastard. You bastard ass bastard with your bastard ass. Okay, we gotta do some driving, but... Oh yeah, you see, White Wolf Gaming, I've been getting used to driving a automatic now, since I had been driving a manual, like, exclusively for a while, and now I'm getting to drive again, but I have to drive an automatic, and for that, I've been having to keep reminding myself to keep my goddamn left foot out of everything. Because I keep getting the muscle memory like, okay, now it's time to activate the clutch, and then I slam on the brakes. And it's like, no. Whoa, jeez. Okay. Here we go. Ah, that's okay. We're fine. We're fine. This isn't that kind of game. We don't have to worry about vehicle damage. Whee! Whoa, jeez. Once you get used to a manual with the hardest part is just, you know, mastering the clutch and the bite point on the car and all that fun stuff. Did I nab this yet? I feel like I know these are the things I need to nab at one point or another. I don't hear it beeping or nothing, so I guess I already nabbed it. What's that?
Everything is food for something, Buck, and these nasty hyacinths are no exception. Those beetles won't believe their luck. You're a quarter down.
All right, hyacinth. I got that. All right. Okay, now lake trout. Ohrid Lake. Spoon spinner jerk. All right. He also likes the jerk bait. That's an ugly-ass fish right there. Okay, well, we should be fine with what we got then. I just gotta do the dang old stop and go. You know how much I love this one. Gotta pay attention and time it right.
Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shado, the internet personality of the best.
Thank you, Zirin. Thank you, thank you. May I ask what you were playing? Oh boy. These guys are not biting, are they? They don't seem to be. I'd give a shout out, but I am in the middle of a stop and go, and I hate the stop and goes so much because I have to pay attention to the bar and get the timing right. If they would just bite. Space Beast Terror Fright. I'm assuming indie title. Now that could be anything from a shooter to a horror game to a platformer. It really, that could be anything. Try dynamite. Oh, that would be handy. That would be handy. It wouldn't really matter in this particular map because they don't limit exactly what you can use to catch him. You just got to catch something. Let me do this here while I can. So let's see. This should still work. Shout Zilrin. There we go. Yes, Space Beast Terror Fright. You weren't bullshitting me. Okay, Elvish VTuber. Okay. You know, my fiancée is also a VTuber. She's currently streaming some Elden Ring under the name Poltergimp. She just got her VTuber model going, so we're really excited about that. She was a PNG tuber for the longest time. So, finally got that going, really happy with it. Fast-paced shooter that has you be a space marine in basically the Aliens franchise. Oh, crap. I messed up my stop and go. That sounds awesome. Oh yeah, the car battery and that's a method. I think in a lot of states it's illegal though. I don't know about specifically the car battery method, but there was a old method like back in like the 1910s or something when people did not give a single fuck, where they just put some wires down in the lake and then crank on a turbine, like a hand crank turbine, and they just electrify the fish and then scoop them up as they float to the surface. They also flesh tube with your real face. Okay, okay. Now my fiance's a bit self-conscious. She has cerebral palsy and what have you. So she always wants to put the best face forward, and so been doing the PNG tuber thing for a long time, but now she's doing the VTubing thing. Very happy about it. She got yeah, her character, she's kind of a, how do I put this? Like punk ghost? Punk ghost chick? Ghost chick punk. God dang. Why are these guys not biting? I absolutely hate doing this kind of stop and go. But if they would just bite and I would catch this fish, then I could move on and go back to float fishing like I like. Decker driving in GTA would be a menace to pedestrians. Hey, if they don't like my driving, then stay off the sidewalk. VTubing is real fun and chill. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea. I have built a brand on my face, so it would be a little silly for me to be VTubing. I'm just there like, nah, I gotta pick a good shirt, and then I'm ready to go. Here we are. Make sure I got my hair all nice and tangle free, and then I can just have a good time. Want to do both, Base Idimon? VTubing and flesh tubing, or fishing and drinking? I haven't been paying attention, I'm sorry. Curly instead of a wavy and an inch or two shorter. Well, my hair, if I don't let it grow this long, it's been decades since it's been short enough, but when I was really young, and my mother would give me the summer crew cut, so I'd only get a few inches to grow before next summer, and then another crew cut, and it would always just puff up in a fro. That was the entire thing for the longest time. And then one fateful summer was coming up, and I stopped and I told my mother, "Mother, I do believe I would like to not cut my hair anymore." And my mother looked at me, and she said to me, "Son, you have any idea how many clippers you have broken over the years? Feel free. As long as you take care of it, grow it however the hell long you want." And so I did. I am doing terrible at stop and go right now. Okay, here we go. That, and then go. That, and then... Okay. We're back in the cadence. We're back at it. Are these freaking fish gonna bite this? They're not biting. I think we gotta change lures again, like we did last time. Last time when I was trying that lure that was supposed to work and it wasn't, changed lures, first thing we did was catch the fish we were trying for. Forced to cut your hair for military. Ah, now that you're out, the hair must grow. Yes. Yes. I understand for military, because, I mean, if I was in the military, I personally would want my hair to be cut, specifically if I'm in a, like, combat position. Because it does get in the way, and if it would get me killed, well, I'm sorry, hair, you need to be on the floor at this point. There was an origin story for bards to sing. Wasn't allowed to grow my hair until I went off to college, except a few situations like wigs for kids 2 years ago. Had longer... Ah. Thank you, Joguns. younguns. I have a very difficult time. Okay, let's see. Spoon, spinner, jerk. He likes spinner as well. I was just a jerk bait, and he wasn't doing nothing about that. Like spooning and spinning as well. Now, the only spinner I have is the hook size 10. I don't have any spoon bait, I don't think. Let's try the spinner. Hope for the best. At least the spinner. We could just do a constant. Wigs for Kids accepts 12 inches of hair for donations, so now you have goals? Ah, okay. I remember, like, I had been, way back before I started doing the YouTube and the Twitch streaming and all that fun stuff, and I was just your general schmuck working retail. My co-workers would occasionally tell me, like, hey, you could donate that. And I'd be there like, well, a lot of it falls out every day when I brush my hair, so how can I donate that? And they're like, no, must cut it all off. I'm like, what? Why is that not good enough? Why is the hair that I will naturally shed not acceptable? You have to buzz cut me. What kind of deal is this? Funny rap line in DJ Quick, but some of these bitches try to act unfair. Why? Maybe it's because my hair is longer than theirs. Yeah, that, I mean... If you got some long and very nice hair, it's, you can get some kinda jealous comments over the years. What's the difference between a brush comb hair to a buzz cut? I don't have lice. One's so lazy I'd be bald, just too lazy to shave all the time. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just here trying to catch a fish. I'm just like, wait, why aren't these fish biting this dang thing? They're supposed to enjoy this stuff, and they're like, nah, not having it. Spoon. Need to get myself a spoon. Something spoon. Hopefully the car will stay there, and I can fast travel back to it. Hello, Country Shape Media. Hello. Gotta see about getting nice...
You've heard of the catch of the day. What about the deal of the day that will get you that catch of the day? Too wordy?
Hello is too wordy coming from you.
What'll it be?
Dinner Papa Frog spoon. It says I have a hook size 6 spoon somewhere. It's in storage. A 2-aught? There's a big old spoon right there. Technique constant. Okay, spoon sounds fun. Got a hook size 6 somewhere. Let's get a 3 while we're at it. Let's... I need to take that out while I'm at it. Okay. 3 in my pocket. Okay, yeah, now I'm full on my tackle. 40 of 40. Can I get a better thing? Oh, thank you. I can afford a tackle box expansion. Finally. 10 more slots. Whew. What is that? Okay, let's see. 2.5 counting, so it's not as... Still, it's something to work up. Put the prologue away, take the epilogue out. Okay. There we go. Take out... How many spoons? Wait just a ding-dang old minute here. I had many spoons in the... Okay, take that spoon and that spoon. I already had a hook size 3 spoon. God damn. Okay. Okay, I got swim bait here. Let's take out some swim bait while we're at it. Three-aught jerkbait. God damn, it's a big old jerk. I don't got no poppers. Okay. Right. That's a 7 and a 4. There we go. Alright. Beavis and Butthead cut their hair and glued it to their faces in one episode? I think I remember that. I very vaguely remember that, but... Ah, dang, the car despawned. I gotta drive back there. Not allowed to fast travel right to it. Okay, here we go. Onward! Oh, jeez. Okay, we're fine. Let's see. It says turn right, so we turn right, and we're fine. Okay, that's a treat. Okay, we're good. Okay. That's a sign. Okay. It's fine. There's just like a slight delay between when I press the button and something actually happens. It's not the beer, it's the game. It's also the beer, but... It's like when I press right, it's the character thinks, okay, now I turn, and then starts turning, instead of it being like, right is turn. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a slight issue. Okay, yeah, okay, we're okay. We're fine. Here we are. Is it legal to drive drunk in this game? Well, I'm not drunk in this game, so there's that. You're not allowed to jump out of the car while it's moving. That's kind of sad. Now let's see. The spoon. Let's put the 6 spoon on there just to make it as likely to catch something as possible. Alrighty. Been watching the new animated Superman? DC Superman that goes back to the classic Heart of Gold Superman that you want to hang with? That's nice. And there's been a lot of... There's been a glut of superhero content lately, but there's also been a lot of pessimistic superhero content. So... it's nice to hear that there's some positivity out there. Hey, Tara. They're just hanging out, being a cat. Oh, you are? You're the greatest cat. Or... Okay, I'm still not catching... just gotta keep at it. Surely I'm gonna get a trout at some point. Shallow Lake, Deep Lake. Last stand. It is okay. Let's go with the hook size 3. Yes, I know, I just tried one cast, and I'm already switching up my bait, but yeah. And one of these days, I'm gonna catch a fish. See, now this angle is reminding me of another thing, but that's probably not the best anecdote to talk about in a stream. But you know, I can't possibly say that and not say the anecdote now. Anyone remember an anime called Colorful? If you know, you know. I try to catch a fish and not just drink. I intend to actually succeed in my video games. I am actually trying here. Well, that's not gonna help. Bring that back. Cast. Oh. But yeah, Colorful is just a. It's not a hentai, but considering that's the first qualifier I have to give, then it gives you an idea of what kind of anime it is. It's just a pervy comedy anime. And there's this one. The main focus of Colorful is just an obsession with women's panties. But there was this one character who was a photographer. And I believe that they, if I remember right, they were an American exchange student photographer. And so they had just gone around snapping pictures of women's panties. And they see the Mount Fuji, and it's like they're taken aback by Mount Fuji's breathtaking beauty. And then in the lake below, there's, of course, Mount Fuji reflected, and the characters there is like, wait, Mount Fuji's reflection reminds me of something. And yeah, it is approximately the shape of panties. What a fantastic little anime. Don't go looking for it. It's been too long. I can't remember much of it. There's probably something in there that I would find embarrassing. It's a tear girl. Can't unpicture that now. Come on, you fishy bastards. Bite the dang bait. I went and I shopped and I bought more bait specifically for you to bite my bait, and you out here not biting bait. Company is gone, so you can watch streams again. Nice. Nice. But why isn't these fishies biting the freaking bait? It's just like, hey, I got bait right here. Let's try a X2 on the speed of reeling it in. It's going to take long. It's going to reel in faster. But maybe the fish will be more attracted to it? I don't know. I'm trying something. I don't know how the hell they work. think that Hollywood has confused the idea of having superpowers makes a superhero movie or show. Unless they're actually using those powers to do heroic things, they are not superheroes. Yeah, there's that. There's that. You can have supers, but they're not heroes. But that's just a big problem with people knowing how to write characters in a way that is at all likable. One idea I had was actually, like, I saw a little bit of it, and way back when I played a good amount of visual novels. I like doing the voices. I like hamming it up. I enjoy reading the stories. Well, there's this current one out there called Validate. And I ain't seen too much of it, but dear God, these guys are unlikable asshats. But at the same time, I really... That also is... Oh. Thank you, Mad Slasher. Yes, I do like doing the voices. But, like, I don't want to go down a political rabbit hole, and that is heading in that direction. So it's like, at that point, I'd like to just avoid that entirely. But at the same time, it does come off as something that we could all just kind of have a laugh at. Because, oh my god. Like, the way it is written in such a way, I assume we're supposed to be rooting for these guys, but they are all fucking cunts. Like, I don't know how, I don't know. And it's also, like, just general bad writing in the sense of the most lazily written, legally distinct version of something relatable. Like, the Popeyes, the one character is a manager at Popeyes, but they can't say Popeyes because Popeyes is a real place and they will sue them for being in the game and not being compensated. So he's a manager at Popeyes. This other one has it's a social media presence on Instaglam instead of Instagram. And then they also have their headbook instead of Facebook. And it is the most basic-ass, lazy shit that there was just change one letter, change one word. There we go. We got it. And it's not used in a smart way at all. What I mean is, like, you got Facebook has its version in Grand Theft Auto 5. It's called Life Invader. It's extremely on the nose, it's not smartly written, but it's written better, because it's telling you it sounds like it sounds like an actual company name, and it is emphasizing the loss of privacy with social media. It's very basic, very stupid commentary on it, but it is still commentary on it, versus all the crap in Validate, which is just the most simplistic, we changed a letter. There we go. And it's like, why even have it at all if you're not going to actually talk about it whatsoever? Why have it? Make something completely unique and completely different. If it doesn't actually fucking matter, who cares what it is? Why do you have to make it badly? That just bothers me so much. But, yeah, I spent how long as a critic, so of course it bothers me. But I've got my own projects going on right now. I've been doing a lot of research on how to do things well with this, that, and the other thing, so that's another reason why it bothers me. I can pick out the problems here, and here. But I can't seem to catch a goddamn trout. Like the anime Devil's a part-timer, the devil gets a job at McDonald's. Well, if it's just like to be McDonald's without being McDonald's, it's like, okay. It could be better. But also, if it's just one instance of it happening, I can let it slide. But if you have, like, references to every single brand you can think of, except they're all just barely legally distinct enough, while also not at all thought of. You just change the letter here and there. Is just, you literally just caught a trout and you get, Mad Slasher, give me the trout. I've been fishing how long for that trout? Okay, what bait did you use, actually? What was your technique? I could use some help. God. Let me look at my handbook again. Spoon, spinner, jerk. I'm using a spoon right now. I used a spinner, but it sucked. I didn't get a better spinner. And the jerkbait wasn't working. Well, the spoon's also not working, but... Let me go to a smaller spoon on there, maybe. Just something. That's a high visibility. That... Probably low visibility there. Smaller spoon. I don't know if the string, they're like, aha! That son of a bitch out here trying to catch us. We're fish, we're too smart for this. They made a prehistoric Mesozoic era fishing game? Wait, huh? Oh, what if they made a prehistoric Mesozoic era fishing game? Ah. Man, now that's an idea. Now that I want to do that now. I want to make the dino fishing game, Jurassic Fish. For legal reasons, you might not be able to call it Jurassic. Watch out for the Megalodon. That'd be... Wow, there's just so... There are a lot of fantastic prehistoric critters be fishing. Whew. Mesozoic Park. Well, Mesozoic Water Park. Mesozoic Sea World. Thank you for the lurk, ADRAPG. Thank you. Hey there, do you know what to call a prehistoric fishing game? I know you like fishies. Sifactinus? Sifactinus? How's Queen Terra tonight? She's alright. She's laying here because the graphics card is spewing out heats. Computer right there. That's very warm here. That is very warm where you're laying, Terra. It's okay, you can be warm. It's the fish from heck. There, all your fans are here to see you. They ain't here to see me. I ain't doing nothing here. I'm just drinking beer and talking about pervy anime and politics. Like, obviously no one's here for me. Hopefully she's...
Dream.
Ooh.
Again.
Thank you for the recent subs, Schmuck of all trades. Hopefully she doesn't make it warmer. R.I.P. X's computer tower. Scared Damzo when he accidentally fell over with a backwind. Well, it shouldn't. No warmer, not any warmer than the desk on top of it would. A Terra sub. Don't think a period of time can be copywritten? Roger Corman did Jurassic Shark. Ah, that's true. So it's just like if you were to say Jurassic Park fishing, then you'd be in trouble. But Jurassic baits? I don't know. Terrastic fishing. Yes, that's my elbow. Okay. Alright. Jurassic tackle. I'm having a fricastic time. Like, what the... where are these frickin' fish bastards? They ain't fishing. They bastards. They ain't fishing up. Where are these bastards? On your fishy books. Why are they not biting? Now I'm jigging. Okay. Now I'm twitching. Jigging again. Okay, now I'm just spinning my head around. Of course, the fact that I've never caught one of these things, that doesn't help. Ooh. We could make our own fishing game. Fishing for dinosaurs. Like, would we go like complete? Like, I think it would, to make it possible to fish dinosaurs, you'd have to go either science fiction or fantasy at some point, because science fiction allows you to say we went back in time to go fishing. And so you have the kinds of high-tech rods that might be able to catch some of these enormous specimens. Whereas if you go try and be like, oh no, it's just people who... We got cavemen fishing for dinosaurs. They didn't exist back then, so you're already going into fantasy territory. And then you gotta figure out, it's like, okay, you can't just have a game of spear fishing. You need, if you're gonna have a fishing game, rod and tackle kind of comes into it. So then we're going into Flintstones territory. So, you know, oh, okay, I smacked my microphone. Elbowed Terra. It's okay. All right, Terra, though. Now, one issue I have is the fact that I can't make a fishing game this good. Or can I? Because after all, like, probably do a lot just through basic Unreal Engine 5 kind of stuff, honestly. Like, if I wanted to sit down and make a fishing game, we could probably get something going in UE5. It would be expensive. Well, not expensive, but it would cost a bit to go ahead and... It's like, most of the, like, swimming and fighting fish here, like, on the lake with a string, you don't see a lot of it. Codeless scripting? Yeah, UE5 has codeless scripting. They do have the thing where it's like, just drag the... here's an idea of what this thing should be doing, and just drag that over here to this visual thing, link things together in a little flow chart, there you go. Now, being able to code is, of course, better, and you can actually optimize things that way. But my problem is I don't know C++. I barely remember anything from BASIC. I can kind of look at code and figure out a little bit of what things do, but ask me to write code, good luck. The gimmick is we're generic cavemen, and we have to watch out for dinosaurs while we're fishing to bring food back to our tribe of cave women. Long time ago, galaxy far, far away, like decades. Now, science fiction fishing would be easier to kind of explain and easier to try and, like, we got cool sci-fi gear to fish with, but by fully embracing the caveman aesthetic and keeping everything unga bunga. It's like the whole Flintstones fishing kind of vibe. That has some definite allure to it, and I feel like it's something also that people do less of versus just take the sci-fi route. Fishing for dinosaurs. Fishing for dinosaurs. How's my day been? Well, I didn't get much good sleep. I ended up waking up way late. I had to go to the store to get important things. I got no work done on the Lawnmower Man review, and now I'm drinking and fishing, so pretty good. Pretty good. Do more web dev than desktop stuff. I just watch completed works that other people have done and complain about it. That's my skill. Ever think of getting the Batman show that is classic Batman, like 90s Batman, the animated series? Probably eventually. I don't know about how soon, though. If we could all just fish all day and night, there would be no war. Unless we run out of lakes. Because I'm about to fist fight with the guy I'm fishing next to, because he keeps tangling his goddamn lines in my lines, and I just spent the last 20 minutes untangling this shit. And then he just casts right across where I am at, like he doesn't fucking know that what the... Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm okay.
Well, shit.
That happened to your friends a couple weeks ago at the beach. Spent 20 minutes untangling lines, and then the guy next to you just kind of casts across from your lines as if they don't understand how physics works, and then you end up in a fist fight over fishing. Oh. Yeah. Courtesy rules, walk across to a spot by yourself and leave the tangled line folks alone. Doesn't matter which video game? Aw, me too. He's enjoying that warmth. These bastards ain't biting a damn thing. gonna dip my ass into this lake so that the fish can bite my ass. And I'll catch a fish with my ass. Is that gonna actually work? I don't know. I've never done ass fishing. Asshole fishing. No. That sounds worse. Sounds worse. Ass achievement unlocked. Did I ever catch that other fish I was trying to catch before? I feel like I didn't. Like I spent several streams trying to catch that other fish and didn't actually catch it. And now I just came in here and I didn't see anything on my tracking and I'm like, okay, catch this. And I'm like, oh, here it is. I catch that. Oh, there it is. And now I'm here like back to normal. Let's go to some icy sea and fish for some Atlantic cod. Probably the easiest fish to catch. And I got a lake out front. We got some smallmouth bass in there. I have no idea where they came from. Probably after the last bout of flooding. Like that's the fun thing about having a lake on your 14-acre front lawn, and occasionally big-ass hurricanes result in a bunch of flooding. You got a river not too far from you, fed from a much bigger river, and it just water level gets high enough that the lake just joins the river and the surrounding area, and then the water levels recede, and the lake is cut off from everything again, and it's got an entirely new ecosystem. Go fishing, find out what's living in there now. I swear there was like a gar in the lake at one point after the big flooding from Harvey, but it had to have been the only one because there ain't no gar in that lake now. Good night, Neo Rice. Thank you for joining. Everyone was swearing there was a snake in the lake, and I was... Well, they had me out there with my my judge loaded up with number 7 birdshot to take out a snake. And so I'm there patrolling the lake, looking for a snake. Everyone's like, I've seen the snake swimming across the lake. And I'm like, why is a snake swimming across the lake? So I'm there walking, going around the lake every other morning, at the evening, every morning, looking for this snake.
And the body count rises.
Never found him, so that didn't happen. But I did see a gar just swimming in the lake, a gar, which is a long fish, but it's still a fish. Well, the lake, Lucerne, that I have in my lawn is very small, so the idea that anyone stocked the lake is, and that we didn't notice, especially, is like, nah, that didn't happen. 14 acres is big to mow, but it's not that big to observe. And thank you for the follow, Moon Hazy. Thank you. Welcome. Maybe I did it in my sleep. I went out there and I sleep-stalked the pond. Uncle's dog kept barking and saw nothing in the yard until he looked down and noticed the biggest snapping turtle he had ever seen. Yeah, it'll do it. There was this big turtle that just walked up to the house at one point, and Lou was going crazy about that. She wasn't barking at it, but she was like going like intensely looking over, smelling, and then jumping back and smelling, and then jumping back. And I'm like, what the hell going on over here between the flower pots? I walk over there, and there's just this big turtle there, like not huge, but it's like about the size of a soccer ball. That's a sizable turtle for my area, and it's just. What if I turn my pond into a feeding fish ground? Like, feeding... The mental picture of me stocking the pond sleepwalking is freaking hilarious. Like, I'm just going over with, like, buckets of fish, or I'm at, like, just driving down to get a dump truck full of fish and then sleep backing it up. Check in the mirror, sleep backing it up. Tilt the dump truck up, pour the fish in, and then sleep driving off, and then sleep walking back home, back into bed. And I'm none the wiser of any of this. Which would explain why I had, like, such crap sleep last night, and I slept till noon, despite the fact that I got to bed at an almost decent hour. Like, I went to bed at, like, 1 in the morning. That's still pretty good, and sleep until noon is like a little bit excessive, don't you think? Like 1 in the morning, that should be get up at 9, right? Right? Where did my 3 hours go? Where? I could spend 3 hours sleep driving down to get a dump truck full of fish and sleep stocking the pond, driving it back, and these bastard-ass fish don't know what's good for them. They could just, like, oh, and there we go. But nah. Nope. Not doing it. They just not... They don't care. They don't love me. Bastard-ass fish. Shallow lake, deep lake, spoon, spinner, jerkbait. Shallow lake, deep lake, spoon, spinner, jerkbait. Shallow lake, deep lake, spoon, spinner, jerkbait. Okay, come on. Just give me a goddamn fish. Any rule about turning your pond into a fish breeding habitat? I just assume the fish breed on their own. I don't understand what you mean by breeding habitat. It's water. They live in it. They eat each other. That's what they do. Like, what else is supposed to happen here? And the thing about it, speaking of aquatic species, Gamma versus Zebra is basically giant turtle versus space fish. I mean, yeah. It's strict in Norway? That's okay. I'm just confused because I'm here in America. We just do whatever the hell we want, and we're like freedom up until we do something arbitrary that is actually against the law, and then we have everything taken from us, and we're thrown in the prison for a couple of decades. And we're like, well, what about freedom? And they're like, well, you should have thought about that before you did what you did, and you weren't rich. God damn it. Stop making Gamera cute and go full snapping turtle kaiju. I feel like Gamera was the cutest in Gamera the Brave, of course, and that was only, like, compared to other Gameras. Okay, he was also kind of cute, just generally. But he was also, like, a very young baby Gamera. It was, like, adolescent Gamera. We never got... The Gamera the Brave series ended with Gamera the Brave. We never got to see Gamera past that. Each time they've shown off something else, like a little teaser of Gamera, it's always been more badass, less cute. But, I still like Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris. The Nightmare Gamera. It is Gamera as a villain. Like, 100% villain. Because it's what exists in the mind of the lady that has the connection to Iris. And she's like, yeah, Gamera, I remember his ass. He tore through this city and killed my family. And so in her dreams and nightmares, Gamera is there full badass mode, like, I fucking murder families. And, yeah, it's a bit dark. Weird thing they did with Gamera was giving him human eyes. It's disturbing. It's Shells, fish and beer time, or well, beer time. I ain't caught a fish in a while now. I'm like, hey, fish. Anytime now. You're like, no. About to be night in the game. It's 16. It's like 4:47 in the evening. I could see if I could do a different. Try and catch a different fish, cause oof. Bronze rank green sunfish. Still haven't done that. Haven't found this photo. Or that photo. Gold rank Wally. Near the marked location. Okay, let's try for the Wally. Wait the heck? There. Okay. Leeches, minnow, grub. Do I have those? Should. Where's the location? Ah, there. Okay. If Orion Studios is really back, would they be the ones that hit the video with copyright strike something for Child's Play reviews? I mean, they... Well, yes and no. They'd have the right to do it, but I'd probably be hit by someone like AdRev for a third party or some, you know, bullshit copyright troll company like that. Someone who doesn't actually even own the rights. They're just handing out the strikes. Okay, let's see what. Float fishing. Yeah. There we go. All right. Okay, there we go. Catch me a fishy. Well, that takes some time. Do let you kayak in this game? Unfortunately, no. I remember though, like, I got kayak on PSVR 2, and it's weird because it was the first time in a long time I felt really, really simulation sick. Just I'm just so not used to the controls of a kayak, and like I'm thinking like I should go this way, but I'm instead going a little bit this way or that way, and it's just that disconnects when you're moving in a way that you are not preparing for. Something's there. Oh! Well, you're moving in a way that you're not 100% prepared for. That's what causes simulation sickness. At the time, I was heavily playing a good amount of Gran Turismo 7 in VR. I was playing Zenith, The Last City, VR MMORPG, at least at the time. And, yeah, it just ended up getting really sick trying to play. Kayak. Went outside, mosquitoes were fucking annoying. Yeah, they do that. What fish am I looking for? Gold rank walleye. Supposed to catch one from this location. Now, walleye over here. The night fish, but it's almost night anyway, so may as well stick it out. Well, I mean, it depends on how sensitive to simulation sickness you are. In general, I am sensitive to motion sickness, so that's a bad thing, but also motion sickness medication works really well. Like, Dramamine. Dramamine is fantastic for trying to offset simulation sickness. And Dramamine is pretty much just ginger. Like, that's the active ingredient in Dramamine is ginger. That's all right, Monroe Riddell. I'm still here. I'm still fishing away and drinking my beer. For chat, Discord offered 3 months of PC, Xbox Play with Nitro membership. That's likely for new subscribers to Game Pass. So I wouldn't qualify. Most likely. Also, I'm Game Pass Ultimate, so Game Pass PC is technically a cheaper one, but also Game Pass for PC includes, like, you've got Game Pass for PC, Game Pass for console, and Game Pass Ultimate. There's also Game Pass Core, but that's just what we're calling Xbox Live Gold now. It's not really Game Pass. They just took away the monthly games with gold, and they have a tiny little Game Pass library for Game Pass Core now. So you don't get new games every month, but here you go. Now you still get to pay for your online multiplayer. So you got Game Pass for console, you got your Game Pass on console, you got Game Pass for PC, which has the Game Pass library on PC, and then there's Game Pass Ultimate, which also includes EA Play and Xbox Live Gold, so you can, or Game Pass Core, so you can play your multiplayer on console without having to also pay for core. You just have it bundled into Ultimate. But EA Play is also included on PC Game Pass. Also, Ultimate includes PC and console Game Pass together, and EA Play. But EA Play is just included in PC Game Pass. You don't need to have Ultimate to get EA Play as well if you're just on PC Game Pass. Do I have a dream car? I don't know, not really. There's a car I really want right now, but it's just because the situation I'm in, whereas like my current car is out of commission, so I need a new car. And I just, living out here in the sticks, the roads are ass, which is one reason why I don't have a car anymore, is because half the time it was getting beaten up by the roads, and I had to go and spend all my money fixing the damn car. And the rest of my money I was spending on insurance. That's a real frustrating thing about Texas car insurance. It's so freaking expensive. I spent so much money on insurance, did not get any of that back. I just paid a butt ton to have a broken car. Like, it did not help at all. There were plenty of things broken with the car that I would have fixed if I could afford to, but I couldn't afford to, because I was instead spending all the money on fucking insurance. Looking at, like, just the fact that the roads are ass, but I also like driving a manual transmission. The car that I really want right now is a 2024 Toyota Tacoma with a 6-speed manual transmission, TRD off-road, that comes with the skid plates as standard. And that's also a hybrid, so even though it is a mid-sized truck, it doesn't have terrible gas mileage. So yay. And it's a Toyota, so it's nice and reliable, unlike the Chevy I've been driving. That I now can't because it's all broken down. Come on, here we go. Silver Wally. And I didn't even get any XP for it. I got 100 credits. No XP for it. Interesting. Interesting. Well, at least we're getting Wallies. That's the biggest hook I can put this minnow on. Oh, alright, wrong button. Oh, I didn't mess with that, and I caught it, so I may as well keep it there. ...2011 Mercedes-Benz E63 AMG. Nice. Yeah, I'd been driving a 2010 Chevy Cobalt LT with the 2.2-liter non-turbo engine coupe. Manual transmission, of course. It worked, but... Like, the whole time I drove that thing, I had a shattered windshield... that I never got to fix. I didn't have a rear view mirror, and I never got to get one. The fenders were all fucked up, never got those fixed. The back of it had a dent in it with the paint chipped off, and it was rusting, never got to fix that. Just generally a lot of issues with it, but unless it stopped the car from working, I didn't see about fixing it, because I had enough problems with it and enough enough general problems. Yeah, see, that looks like a... I mean, I understand that it's just the graphics, but man, if that was actually my string, I'd change that right now. Look at that. But it just does that every time the model beats the next part of the model. That there, the string looks fine. It just looks like string. But then you get over here, and then it kind of, like right there, and then that terrible spot there. Terrible spot there. Under normal circumstances, you don't notice that, but I'm all zoomed in right here, so. Last one stops mid-grocery run. Oh, jeez. Fishing in Chernobyl? Catch Blinky that way. There we go. Dynamite fishing game. I could see about doing that with the, that would actually be a really handy thing to have for the Jurassic fishing. Would just be just dropping bombs. Research dynamite so you can use it for fishing. And it would only... It wouldn't... I feel like because it wouldn't be able to take out the bigger guys, then you couldn't really use it that way, and you'd have to actually angle them. But you could catch some of the smaller guys that way. Like, there we go. We researched dynamite. We can just, boom, catch some fish here. Whoa, nice. Come on, come on. Just up this way. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. We're waiting. Where is he? There he is, down there. Come on, come on. Come on, you fishy bastard. He is fighting. He does not kick. Come. Just give me the damn fish. It's a catfish. Thanks. Got XP and got money for it. What is a catfish doing near the top of the water taking my minnow? Stop looking so happy about this. It's not what we were looking for. Oh, it's a tear. He got a little paws. A little foot's right there. There's some ripples that way. Like the guy's pained smile every time he catches a fish. So if he catches a small enough one, he's like he's not even. He's just. Now, if this fuckers would bite my goddamn hook. I'm sorry. I'm just having a time. Having a bit of a time. I'm okay. This is my fishing rod of legend. I just need to work it up a little bit, that's all. That's all. My legendary fishing rod here. I got it in the DLC. The face he makes when he catches a fish makes you think of Troy McClure. I don't know, Troy McClure would be a lot happier, but I understand what you mean. Walleye Gold needs hook 3? Needs? Or, I mean, that's the thing, like, I gotta hook 5 on there, I think. But that's because the dang... He likes the leeches, minnow, and grub. I don't have leeches or grub. Guess I could go buy them. Hope for the best. I don't know what either one maxes out at, but the minnow maxes out with the hook size 5. Alright. No, not set marker. What are you doing, you stupid... If you start with me, I swear.
You must be here about the buying things. You're very welcome. What piques your interest?
Anything that, like, you got some duct tape? Just a quick question. I have 10 in my backpack. What? Okay. I have 20. Just give me the leeches. Just leech me. Leech me, woman. And now I'm broke. Okay. That should maybe kind of, sort of. Did not know some fish eat leeches. Well, I mean, enough leeches live in the water. I got my boat still out there. My fast travel back is... The one with Bloodborne. Go to equip it. It says you got that by cheating, didn't you? Wait, huh? Some horses eat chicks that fall from the nest? Oh, God. I mean, yeah, I understand, like this. I've seen video of deer eating snakes, but just the idea of, like, a cute little baby chick, like, I'm a little baby bird. I'm gonna fly and be free, and it's gonna be a wonderful life. And then you just horse, and just. I can kind of imagine this from the perspective of the chick, just this giant horse mouth coming down, and those big ass horse teeth just grinding you up. Like, oh no. Sounds like a problem. Sounds like a bad time. A bad time was had by all. Review the Troll series. From what I hear, the first one was actually supposed to not be bad. It's just a low-budget horror flick. But the sequels go completely off the rails and don't give the slightest fuck about consistency with the story. And the acting is just terrible all around. The main kid's name is Harry Potter in Troll. Wait, what? Are you trolling me? Are you trolling me? They're eating her! And then they're gonna eat me! Oh my god! Oh, reminds you of Fable 1's crunchy chick. Eat them to get more evil. Ah, yes. It reminds me a bit of the recent Fable, bit they showed at the most recent Xbox showcase, where it seemed to be implying, player character is good hero, and evil hero is an antagonist character that you will encounter, and I'm thinking, that's a bit of a different take now, isn't it? I'm not sure, though, because they really haven't gone into much at all explaining how the game actually functions. But I remember seeing some responses to it, it looks good. I'm glad to not see any guns like in Fable 3. That way it can get back to the better combat of Fable 1 and 2. And I'm looking at that, I'm like, I played the hell out of Fable 2. Plenty of guns in that game. Fable is the one you can skip the conflict by becoming a landlord and raising the taxes. I didn't play enough of Fable 1. It's Fable 1 was the big lofty promises by Peter Molyneux that culminated in a pretty deep for its time, but not nearly as crazy as hell game that Peter Molyneux had promised everybody. Fable 2 was where I spent my most time playing. I have started a game of Fable 3, but it's never really hooked me, is the problem. I've spent as much time playing Fable 3, I think, as I have spent playing Fable the Journey. Not much. Not much. I've tried to sit down and play Fable 3, but it's... I get some combat, I have a little fun, and then I don't give a flying fuck about these characters or what they're going through. So... I'm waiting for the point where it starts getting more interesting, but the game is just instead spending most of its time teaching me about the very convenient mechanics. Here is this special extra pocket dimension that works as your little spot to change your skills and change your outfits over here and do this and do that. I'm like, that's great, but who the fuck are these people and why should I care? You got little fangs. You got little fangs pointing right here. This dang thing. Okay.
And the body count rises.
Yeah, she's just sleeping. She's just sleeping. Thank you for the follow, 8 Mile Man. Thank you, thank you. He just enjoying the heat of the computer right here. Now, where's the dang fish biting my dang hook? Some dang hook biting would be real nice about now. Just like how... tasty leeches. Millions of leeches. Leeches for me. Millions of leeches. Leeches for free. Got your toesies. Toesies, Tara. Now, I could be playing Elden Ring right now, making progress, getting more runes, increasing my killing power. Ooh, which reminds me, I was doing a little bit more research in the talismans and such, and you know, I got last time I played Elden Ring, got the Grand Jar's Arse Charm. Well, that stacks with the Erd Tree Talisman, +2, or the Erd Tree's Favor Talisman +2, which means that if I use both together, I get a plus 27% bonus to my, equip load. So I could actually be a lot closer to getting back to a medium roll with the full Bolgoat set and the Fingerprint Stone shield than I thought. I I think based on my calculations, if I can get my endurance to like 60 or 61, we should be there. Which is pretty awesome. Though I could still work it up to 80 to get it to the point where I don't need any talismans at all towards working on my equip load, and I can instead have the talismans for things like increasing my defense, or making it so I can kick more ass. I don't know. Something. But yeah, getting it to a medium load would be really good, because that means I wouldn't have the 20% penalty on my stamina regeneration for being on a heavy load, which, you know, since I use stamina so damn much as a tank, that's real nice. Getting that build to a medium load would be really good. When I beat the game on Xbox, I had to take off my helmet, because even though I was still using the shield, I had to get...
Buckaroo, down on the range if you need me.
Motherfucker, I'm not even talking about... I'm just talking about a Japanese property. I don't even talk about my frickin' my lessons here. I'm not even talking about my progress in kanji study. I'm not talking about my progress on Genki. I'm just talking about something made by Japanese people. You gotta pop in like Buckaroo every dang time. He smells the rice and he comes running. Prefer watching me fishing nothing than Elden Ring? Well, fishing nothing makes it easier to talk to chat than trying to beat Millennia. But, yeah, Poulter was a little upset with me yesterday when I played some Elden Ring and I came across the guy in the Everjail that she was having trouble with, and I just steamrolled his ass. And I had to tell her, I'm like, Poulter, sorry, it's not that, like, you gotta keep in mind, like, your class is squishier than mine, so his attacks do more damage to you. And also, those crazy attacks he does to you, for some reason his AI was broken or something, because he didn't attempt any of that against me. The closest thing he did to a special move was where he held his spear up and got lightning powers added to it. But the entire fight, he just tried to normally poke me, which I blocked and counterattacked. That was the entire fight. He tried to drink his potion, and I stabbed him once and interrupted him, and he never tried that again. Yes, she did beat the burb. She did beat the burb that I haven't beaten. That bastard-ass death bird. But I'm there like, okay, and you're on New Game Plus, so it's tougher. It is a tougher enemy. He has more health. He does more damage. It's a harder challenge. So all of these things combined, but mainly I say the problem she's having that I didn't have is that for some reason when it came to fighting me, the guy was just really fucking stupid and never thought to float in the air and throw big bolts of lightning down at me. He never thought to do that. He just figured try and poke through the giant slab of concrete that I was holding, failed to poke through the giant slab of concrete that I was holding, and get punched in the face. That was his entire strategy. Try to poke through giant slab, not poke through giant slab, get punched in the face. That's all he did over and over the entire fight. So I kicked his ass. Ugh. Silent Hill: The Last Message. Oh, I played Silent Hill: The Last Message. I didn't care for it, mainly because, well, the worst part I had was kind of my own fault, but it was also because of just the general design. The last chase sequence where you're supposed to find all the things. Because of the fact that I was in the middle of a chase sequence, I was having a hard time finding the last thing, because I'm there trying to look around the corners to see if the thing's still chasing me while I'm running. Like, I'm spending... It doesn't matter if I know where the thing is or not. I'm spending most of my time just trying to get away from this thing that keeps teleporting right in fucking front of me. So I have no control over where I'm going anyway, so why does it matter if I know where I'm going if I can't even figure... I don't... It's not my choice where I go. But the main problem I had was with the fact that the story was dealing with very heavy topics written by people who didn't have the slightest fucking clue what it is to experience those kinds of heavy topics. So it was just kind of comical in its depiction of that. And I was like, guys, what is this? Now there are people who out there who did like the story and writing, and like it tackled some heavy stuff, and I'm like, I've lived through a lot of that shit, and it's a lot worse than that's depicted there. They depicted a fucking like vacation, like, oh, how are we going to deal with this? It's like, well, huh? Deal with what? You pansy-ass pansies? But the biggest problem I had was the fact that the game didn't feel like a Silent Hill game. It felt like it was supposed to be that game dealing with the heavy topics. The chase scenes were tacked on, and the name Silent Hill was tacked on. Like, if you take the chase scenes out, and take off the name Silent Hill, then it's just a story about this lady dealing with the topics of... You see, the problem is I'm co-streaming this to YouTube, as you can see. So if I say the word, they're going to be sending me emails like, "We're concerned. Some people have noticed you saying some pretty disturbing things in recent videos, and we want to make sure that you're all right. Here is the prevention hotline. Their number right here. Call them if you need help. There, we're now legally okay, just in case. Go ahead and do whatever the hell you want. We don't actually care, but now you can't sue us." So, yeah. It's just... Having been through a lot of shit, the heavy topics of the short message were laughably poorly done. So I feel like that could have been something. They could have really gone deeper there, and it also didn't feel like it needed to be Silent Hill. It felt like, take away the chase sequences, take away all of that, and let the story speak for itself as the walking simulator it was intended to be. Can't even look up certain songs or bands without getting the intervention message? Ah, jeez. Yep. Maybe the boss just really hated my concrete slab in Elden Ring. I hold up the thing and it's like, he's like a bull, and I'm waving the little red thing. He's like, "You son of a bitch!" The game was short for the topics it was trying to cover, but didn't seem to understand teenage girls either. Yeah. And it's kind of like when I was reading the beginning of Harry Potter, and J.K. Rowling is trying to express just how tough of a life Harry Potter had with the Dursleys, and she's there like, he heard that and he knew that, you know, stuff was about to go down, so he had to really quickly hurry to finish his bacon before they stuffed him under the stairs again. And it's like, motherfucker got bacon? You telling me this motherfucker had bacon? Oh, don't give me this sob story about under the stairs. Shit. Motherfucker had bacon. Jesus Christ. Privileged ass son of a bitch. Bacon and his own room. That's right. Jesus. Yeah, what? My grandparents would stuff me in the fucking basement with my two brothers. All three of us were in the fucking basement. It was a really frustrating thing. Like things were terrible in Vermont with my dad, but things were not necessarily great with my grandmother. Like things improved. We actually found out that there's, you actually have meals in the day. And you don't just live on exclusively bread. I could get away from being as malnourished. But, still, like, one of the biggest things I can point to as just kind of the what the fuck of living at my grandmother's house was that bedtime was 8 p.m. Now, this doesn't sound so bad yet. But keep in mind, me, my older brother, my younger brother, all of us, down into the basement. Where we were with lights out, no talking, no sound, nothing. No, it is bedtime. You go to sleep and you shut the fuck up. And it was expected to be, like, no sound, nothing, until they let us out in the morning. Or, early afternoon, depending on how you look at it. It wasn't afternoon, it was like 10:30, about, was the time to get up. But that's still, 14 and a half hours? That's still, like, the majority of the day was you're in the basement, lights are out, and you shut the fuck up. It wasn't exactly pleasant. Like, I remembered, like, I'd get up, of course, because I don't need to sleep 14 fucking hours, and I would slowly crawl up the basement steps as quietly as I could so that they wouldn't notice me, and I would sit next to the basement door where it had the little air kind of vent on the bottom thing, I don't know, for circulation or whatever. And I'd just kind of peer through the slots and try and just kind of watch everyone as they just kind of go around doing things, trying to figure out what's going on. That was my time. That was my time in the morning. Slowly, sneakily go up the stairs and try and see what's going on. JK didn't say that he ate the bacon, just that he cooked it. I'm pretty sure it was the part I was reading was him eating the bacon. Like, if he's not eating it, then why does he give a damn if he finishes it or not before they send him off? So, a prisoner in a way? Effectively. And when my mother got her own place, and she just straight up didn't give a fuck. The fact that I didn't have a bedtime anymore, and I could wake up whenever, and it was just like whatevs. It was like, oh, this is weird. Welcome, but weird. And that didn't happen until I was like 10 fucking years old. It was a while. Anyway, I was getting on depressing topics there. I get points where I start reminiscing a bit, and I start talking about things with Poulter, and I'm just discussing.
But it was all just a dream.
Thank you very much, Jungans. Thank you for the subscription. I get the points where I'm talking about the past and reminiscing on some things, and I'm describing some bits of my childhood with Poulter, and like I'm in the middle of explaining things to her, and I look over and I just see her there looking at me like, and I'm like, wait, no, it's okay now. I'm fine now. I'm great. We're okay. Don't you worry. Where's the fish? Fuck if I know. Fish abandoned me, just like my family. Actually, I'm trying to think, like, did I abandon my family by running away to Texas? Or was I effectively already abandoned at that point? And, like, how would one go about this? Well, I mean, they're all dead now anyway, so I'm not yay, but, like, that's how it goes. I'm still here. I didn't kill them, by the way. I was in Texas. I know, just talking about how much things weren't great, and then I just mention it as an aside that they're all dead now. It might come off like I did something. But my father died of cancer, my mother died of sepsis, grandfather died in a hospital with mysterious circumstances, and my grandmother died of old age. For legal reasons. No, I didn't. Father was funny when he gave you a choice. Dad, want to see Grandma? Me? No. Dad? Well, you're coming. I do kind of want to go up north and visit their graves at some point, but they're not going anywhere, you know? And I need a little bit more, you know, travel fun. Like, I mentioned, like, my car is still fucked up, so I ain't walking. Hey, Tara's been here. Tara's been here this whole time, enjoying herself. Hey, Tara. You a warm kitty. You got all kinds of warmth from that computer. Yes, you did. Does I has a flavor? There. Ah, he's biting my nose. First the lick, then you gotta sleep with an eye open. Yeah. She's tasted human flesh. Oh no. Tried thinking about your dad a few times a year, but never when you visit his grave. But last year, for the 20-year anniversary of his death, started crying in front of your friend. Felt so bad. Sometimes you gotta let it out. Hopefully everyone present understands. Stephen King's Cat's Eye, starring Tara. Uh-oh, she's coming down in my lap now. She's licking my hand. No fish I eat you then, Father? Yeah, Tara's a big fan of fish. So me not catching any fish is highly upsetting to her. That is really hot right there. Just like a heating pad. Oof. That corner of the computer is all toasty. How old is Tara? See, I don't fully know is the thing, because she was a alley cat that I picked up in Houston. She would come into the back of the Kroger, and... well, everyone else who worked there was like, we gotta kill that cat, and I was like, I'm taking her home. But,
Don't hack off your limbs.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So... that was back in the end of 20... yeah, that was in the... that was, like, September 2012. And at the time, I figured she was, like, 8 months old, because of about how big she was. The problem is, she never got any bigger. And so it's been 12 years since then. So she's at least 13. Which is kind of putting up the years for a cat. She got a few little gray hairs on her now. But she's still the same size she was when I got her. I mean, she's not as skinny as she was when I got her. You bastard, you bite my fucking bait. Don't just jump over there. You go over there, you bite that dang... You put that leech in your mouth. And be like, Like, we've been through this. She's well loved, though? Yeah. Yes, she's got a nice thing going out here. With the, like I said, 14 acres. She likes just going outside, hanging out on the porch, sitting in the sun. It is a good time. Gotta take her in when it's nighttime, though, because there are some critters that come out here, some nocturnal types. And we had a scare one night where we heard her screaming and run off. Or we heard her screaming and then, like, heard her screams, like, trail off. And we had no idea what the hell happened. And so for like 45 minutes, I thought she was dead. And I'm there crying with Charlie, like we're both crying in each other's arms, and like we have no idea. We figure a owl got her or something. And so then I'm there like, well, I had been out calling for her with a can of food, tapping into it to make the sound like that she recognizes, and she was not coming, and I was just absolutely devastated. So I'm there 45 minutes later, after like 20 minutes of me searching and another 25 of me crying. I tell Charlie, I'm like, all right, I'm going back out. I'm going to see if I can find anything, like a tuft of fur, her collar, anything, to try and find some closure, like maybe where the blood is. I don't know. I'm going to open the door. I'm going to go out again and look. I feel terrible, but I gotta know what's going on. And then I open the door and she walks in and she's like, hey, how's it going? What's wrong with y'all? You acting like someone died. Jesus. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Tara, what the fuck? Just walks in like, meow. Like, in the meantime, she's fine. High school coach had 3 cats, mom 36, daughters both in their 20s. They live long, and for a long while if cared for well enough. Wait. A 36-year-old cat? That is ancient. That is a long damn time for a cat to live. Also, she's still licking my hand here. It's very difficult when I'm trying to work on a script and she's like this, just so you know. Yeah. There's another time more recently, Dobby, like this was this was like after an episode of Live and Wired. So it wasn't super late in the day, but it was later in the day. Same kind of thing. Suddenly he's screaming, and the screams are going off into the woods. And so we're out there, and we're like, ah, Jesus. And so I put my slippers on, and I run out into the woods, and I'm calling him. And fortunately, it was a lot faster to get him back. But unlike Tara, he came back with injuries. And so we're like, okay, he got into a fight. Something was here, and they had disagreements. Then he had a big, like, swelling on his head by his ear, like where the skin's a little bit exposed there on a cat, like right. Okay, I can't show you now because she's just out of frame. But like between the eye and the ear, where the skin's just a little bit exposed. He just kind of swelled up there and then burst open one day with an infection. So it was like, ah, that's great. So for the next couple of weeks, we were giving him a mixture of ice cream and amoxicillin to deal with the infection. Eventually, he got better and he's doing fine now. But it was for a while. It was just kind of like he ran off screaming into the woods, and it was like, oh geez. Fortunately, he came back sooner, but then it was just keeping an eye on him, and then he starts bleeding here, and Holter's there like, oh no, what is wrong with my cat? And I'm there like wiping it up and smelling it, and I'm like, don't worry, it's an infection. I got this. I know what to do. He's fine. It's actually better now that it burst. It's okay. When's the fucking bastard gonna bite this frickin'... It's 1927, 1928. Is nobody... Nothing's... Just no biting. No biting. Had to put drops in one of your cat's eyes for a couple of days and had to close everything so he doesn't run away. Yeah. Especially Dobby... Like, trying to figure out how I was going to medicate him was one thing, because he does not even like flea meds. Like, if you come in the room with that little tiny capsule and he sees you, he's going under the bed in the far corner. He is not coming out. It's like, Dobby, why is this so upsetting to you? This is the best gameplay ever? Ah, yeah. It's just like real fishing. It really is. It really is. They're like, hey, go here, catch a gold rank wally. I'm like, alright. Here we are. How long has this line been cast? Like 30 fucking minutes? Yeah, Tara doesn't care for the flea meds, but she'll just kind of walk away. And then I gotta, like, just pick her up, and then she'll squirm a bit, and then I'll open the thing up and put it on her back, and then she'll just be like, fine. There you go. And she's off. Dobby, though, he's like, no. He is fighting the whole way. Only thing we found that sort of works is if I very slowly, sneakily come up behind him, the flea meds behind my back, already got the cap off, and it's all ready to go. And then Charlie's there. Charlie's there with her coffee, like iced coffee. He loves iced coffee. And she's just there, like, dipping her finger in, putting it up to his face, and he's there, like, num, num, num. But he's just completely distracted by the iced coffee. And I come up behind him. I'm like, get it in there, and he's like, oh, what the fuck? What the hell are you doing? Ah, ooh, iced coffee. Like, that's what happens there. It's always gut-wrenching feeling when a pet takes off. I had a German Shepherd chase your uncle's cat. Gone for 4 days. Kept hearing him meow, but never seen Jack. Then one night, Pop saw two eyes in a pine tree 40 feet off. Got a tall ladder finally to get him down around 12 p.m. at night. Was all shook up and ate a ton. Man. Cat, you can do anything to him as long as you have whiskers. Ah. Girl was 22 pounds, probably 12 currently, and been trying to figure out the loss. Today things clicked and I looked at her teeth. She's gushy food and I have to find her ABs. Makes sense the kibble was hurting her. Ah. Yeah. Tara likes the wet food. Dobby doesn't. Like, Dobby doesn't eat wet food at all. To the point that, Polta, she's made it a point. She's there like, you know what? Make sure he always has water. Get him his wet treats. Get any kind of moisture in him you can. Because it's bad for him to eat this much dry food. I've looked it up. I've checked WebMD. Cat WebMD. I don't know. What's it called? Have you ever had a cat hump your leg? It's a weird experience. No, but when I got Tara, of course she wasn't fixed or anything. And she would go nuts in heat. She'd be biting my shoulder. She'd be going down, like, she'd be lifting her butt up and lifting one foot in the air. Like, yowling, like, do me, and it's like, Jesus Christ, Tara, what the hell is wrong with you? It was funny when I was with, when I was in the last place, Tara was in heat. There were other cats in the house. Han-Yun came out. And Tara's there, like, butt in the air, leg in the air, like, do me, and Han-Yun's there, like, well, hell yeah, and he just walks up and he starts sticking his face in her ass, and she's there, like, do me, you get the fuck away from me! Smacks him in the face, and Han-Yun there, like, so evidently she really wanted not him. But since then, she's been fixed, and she doesn't do that anymore. Ugh. Don't check Cat MD, it gives them cancer. Oh no. I get your footsies. Got a foot. Walter says we gotta get Tara another collar. Her bow's getting a little ratty. And this collar's a bit big for her. What's more harmful to skin, UV or LED lights always blasting your skin? Well, I would figure UV, but I mean, LEDs, like any kind of light just constantly blasting you is a bit of a problem. Bite the fucking bait, you bastards! It's leeches. It's your favorite. It says so right here. It says you like leeches. Leeches. Where the hell's the grub? Do they have fireflies? I don't think so. Or do you mean like... like that? then I guess so. But if you mean as a lure, then I don't think so. Can you use fireflies as lure? I suppose you could. You could use beets as a lure, but the fish Rex doesn't want to be fed. He wants to hunt. Actually, Dr. Grant, a recent study suggests that the T-Rex was a scavenger. It's like, you shut up! Wants to hunt. It's a pteropod right there. Shake on it. Feel. Science takes all the fun out of dinosaurs. I don't know. There's a like, yeah, one audio of a scientifically accurate T-Rex call, and it is fucking horrifying. Of course, because it sounds very different than the stuff in Jurassic Park, there's a lot of people there like, I don't think this is right. And it's like, based on what? Vibes? They freaking researched the thing and just, like, recreated its vocal cords and made the thing. Like, that. You know that thing they did in Jurassic Park 3, except in Jurassic Park 3 it was specifically movie magic to make valid the fucking sounds. It made a MacGuffin like that. But this time it's like real, and there aren't any dinosaurs running around for reality. But we have like the sound, a synthesized sound of theoretical what a T-Rex actually sounded like, could have sounded like, and it's fucking horrifying. You're like, I don't think it sounded like a guy laughing. It's like, well, it kind of does in that sense, and it's like a duck. Like a giant duck. Science should include the frickin' Gigantosaur? The character's gonna starve to death before we catch anything? Well, that just brings me back to Banished. I'm just there screaming like, it's just you complaining you don't have enough food? Just catch some fucking fish! And let me see, I could probably... Let's see, can I find the dang thing? Scientists reveal what a T-Rex actually sounded like. October 2023. I think this is... Loading ad, of course you
The 2024 Kia Sportage was built for adventure.
Goddamn, those T-Rexes are fucking sellouts.
That's ominous.
That is very ominous. What I really like, Julia, is that this could be the first time for 66 million years that this sound has been heard on Earth.
Okay.
It is pretty incredible.
Fuck off and play the... Okay, wrong thing. I don't care. Just go back. Find something that just skip it. Get to the point. Point.
I grew up thinking a T-Rex sounded like this.
Skip to the point. Okay. There we go. Sounds like something you find down in the bayou? Yeah. It's fucking creepy. Yeah! Yeah! Prefer the baby elephant roar, sounds less terrifying. I mean... Anything coming out of a T-Rex scares you? I just... If that's the sound of you're about to fucking die horribly, then, you know... That got me thinking, there was an idea I had for like a horror movie that was effectively a zombie movie, but the zombie virus, in effect, it just kind of results in, like, one of the biggest effect it has on people's behavior is, like, a big smile and being incredibly polite and kind. Like, that was just kind of the juxtaposition, and it was just a way to kind of... I just like the idea of a large group of smiling, happy people that, you know, is just absolutely terrifying in the right context. T-Rex with shoulder-mounted rocket launchers when? Ooh. Adopted son as a service dog for his seizures. Took him with us to a toy store that opened locally, and everyone, including poor Rocky, jumped at the animated T-Rex near the door. I don't blame him. No matter if training prepared him for that sound. Yeah. Yeah, we are coming up on the end of the stream, I'm afraid. We're getting to the quitting point. Even Tara's here trying to press the escape key. She like, it's time to quit. It is time to quit. I could probably have a actual Terracam. Like, I have an extra webcam. I could set several up and have them all working at the same time, can't I? I got your ear. I got your ear. Yeah, right now, all we got is like a little extra cat ass in my webcam. Yeah, she is the one I found outside my work. What's that blip right there? As soon as I bring it back, like, don't tell me you was about to bite that, and you're just like, whoa! Don't, no. No. That's not what happened. I hasn't been some cold wild angler. I am desperately trying to catch that goddamn wally. But we caught a couple of fish today. Spent, like, everything I had. And also, finally expanded the tackle box. So, yeah. But. It's, of course, time to raid out. Raid out. And who better to raid than my fiancée, Poltergimp, that I've been talking about the whole time. No, not the whole time, but a good amount of the time. She's got her VTuber model now. Looking lanky, looking awesome. Is she facing Moog now? Mogwin Dynasty Mausoleum. Oh yeah, she is. She's fighting some Moog. She's fighting some Moog and some Elden Ring. So, there we go. I can't raid her from from my YouTube because that's against the rules. But Tara, what are you doing? Putting your paws all over the keyboard. What are you typing in? Wait, stay away from that enter key, Tara. Oh, Tara, you silly. Oh well. Well, see you there.